To prepare this recipe, you don't need much ingredients because this lentils is very tasty on its own. Yeah, very, very tasty. So I have 1 kilo of lentils here. I have soaked it overnight. That is why it is filled up like this. It's just 1 kilo of it. And here is puros. This is not spring onions. But if I know what they call it in English, I will tell you. You know I'm a Spanish woman now. So 1 kg of lentils and puras. You need it to prepare these lentils. Here, this is optional. This is the oil that I extract from my tomato stew. It's very, very delicious when you use it to cook these lentils. Here are the peppers I'll be using. This small green bell pepper, I'll just throw it like that inside the lentils when I'm cooking it. I'll be adding this one just for spicy, yeah, because I'm not sure this one is spicy enough. But if it's spicy, I will remove this one. That's why I'm putting it like this. I use much of garlic to cook this thing than ginger. I have only one ginger here and 2 cubes of garlic. I have a recipe where I prepared it. In case you want to see it, I'll leave the link in the description box. I'm using 1 onion. I'll use 1 teaspoon of salt and these 3 cubes. This is no cubes. I just use the 3 of it. As time goes on, if I need more salt or the cubes, I will add. And these ribs, I'm using cow ribs. It's just to keep myself busy when I'm eating these beans or lentils. It's very, very nice to the taste, and you will like it if you use meat. You can actually use cow foot. Some people use cow foot, but it's somehow sticky when you use cow foot. You know cow foot is very sticky, so I prefer to use the ribs. So these are just the ingredients you need to make these delicious lentils. So let's start prepping them. So to cut the meat, it has marks already. You cut it from where the bone starts. Just cut it like this, one by one. I like using big pots whenever I am cooking something like this because what I don't like is while cooking I'll be looking for space. I don't like it. There are other pots that are smaller than this, but I felt that this would be more easier for me. Don't you see? The meat has already taken most part of the pot or the space. So after that, I'll just go ahead and throw in my salt. No, I wanted to crack it. And this will just go in like this. Yes. We'll pick them off and blend them later. Blending them is optional, depending on how hot it is. So I'll put them like this, and my onion, I'll just going to cut them and throw them in there. Just cut them like this into 6, 4, 6, and throw them inside. So normally these lentils, if you're using ordinary pots to cook it, you will cook it for 45 minutes if you want it to be very, very soft. Yes, I'm using the smallest one. You know, lentils have different type, so I'm using the smallest one to cook it because I prefer the taste of that one. So if you're using this type of pot, just 45 minutes. So I'm going to cook this meat. This meat, you can cook it for 30 minutes if you want it to be perfectly done. So I'll cook this one for 15 minutes first before I'll start pouring the lentils and the pueros. If I remember the name of this thing, as I said before, I'll leave it in the screen. So let it to cook for 15 minutes. So now the meat has heated up. Look at, I don't like adding water to my meat except it heats up. Now I'm going to press this Maggie and stir it. Yeah, and I love it when it gets this aroma of, burnt aroma of the meat first before I add water. And it has released a little of its sauce. I'll just turn it. I'll just add water to cook the meat. We'll still add more water, but let this cook first. When we'll be adding the lentils, we'll add more water because we need this aroma or the meat stock to cook our lentils. I call it beans. It's beans or lentils, so but I'm on lentil today. Alright, I'll cover it and I'll come back when the meat has cooked for 12 minutes because it has steamed for 3 minutes before I pour water. So let's cut the pueros. Alright, so the name of this in English is leek. L-E-E-K-S, leeks. Yeah, one of the food that the Israelites enjoy eating in Egypt. That is it. So I'll throw this one away. Yes, I'll throw it away and wash this one thoroughly and be back to cut it. So I finished washing it. When I was washing it, I found out that after removing it or unwrapping it, it was small. I decided to use the second one. So I want to show you, each time you are washing this thing, make sure you remove it. Unwrap it like this because they had sand inside. This one I'm not going to use it. I'm going to take it off. Yes. I have to open the inside and see more sand. Please be careful because if you're not careful, you will cook a beautiful food and it will be full of sand. Who can eat bread with gravel? It doesn't work. So I clean this like this. I think it's okay now because I am sure the sands are out before I start cutting it. Please make sure you remove the sand. If not, it will ruin your food. Eh? Let's cut it, please. Okay, it's cut. Looking at it, I don't know. Maybe I will save this one. I don't know. But let me borrow a little and save the rest. Too much of everything is not good. I think this is okay for 1 kg of beans. Yeah, I will use these ones. I'm going to add them like this inside the beans. Alright. Okay, now let us go to the meat. It has been boiling more than 10 minutes. I think maybe 30 minutes. Alright. Yes. So look at it, the water is still there, everything is boiling well. We pour our beans. This beans was well washed. Sorry, lentils. I think you see, I'm calling it beans all the time. Just pour it on top of it. Pour of the lentils. Alright, we're going to add water after putting our puros. This oil is optional, as I said. It's very, very optional. But I like using them. See the stew. I will add everything. And now, pour water. 1 liter first. 1 liter. Let it cook. Just cover the pot and forget it. If the pot is burning, be careful. Don't forget it. But if the pot will not burn, please cover it and leave it until this oil change the way it is looking. Instead of being this way, it will stick to the beans. The beans will not take time and it will cook. I will cook them now for more 30 minutes. Let's see if it will cook. I'll set my alarm. Alright. We'll be back. Can you see how it is boiling? Everything now that was done, the peppers, they have all came up and the oil have started doing its work, getting closer to the food. They are getting married now. So this is how they will boil. I will leave it. We still have 17 minutes. Yes, I'll leave it until 30 minutes. I will open it and stir it. But because there is water, I am sure it's not burning. If there is no water, depending on the type of pot you are using, it will be burning. So let's leave it, let it continue boiling. I just wanted to show you how the boiling process is taking place. Thank you so much for watching and thank you so much for giving me the thumbs up already. Thank you so much. Sorry, I almost forgot to pick out my veggies to blend them. So I'm going to pick them off now so that I can blend them, okay? It doesn't matter if you're picking it with the lentils. Doesn't matter. Blend everything and put it back here. That is the juicy part of these lentils. Okay, I think it is all for now. I finished blending it. I need seasoning cubes, so I'm adding more too. So in total, I use 2 nut cubes and half, which is 5 cubes. It's not much, Don't just think that it is much. It's not much at all. Because if you're using bouillon cubes like this, you can just use 1 teaspoon. Yes, look at. I finished blending them. You know what happened? I didn't even shake or cut the pepper again into 2. I blend them together. It is hot, my people. Very, very hot. But I believe that when I pour it inside here, it will diffuse because there are more food or lentils in here than this cup that I'm using. So I'll just pour it in there. The puros, when I blended it, it was like meat. Very nice. So this is Oma's taste. This is how I cook. One way I cook my lentils. Try it, you will like it. You see, these are the ones that I didn't blend, but just leave it there. It's better you blend some of them than leave all of them looking that way in the pot. It is not good. So we're going to leave this to boil and get together. Yes, to be a little more thicker. This consistency is not what I want. And the meat is very soft now. Oh my god, if you touch it, the bone will just remove. So see, it has started. We're going to cover it. Let me check if it is more than 30 minutes now. No, we have 4 minutes remaining. So these beans will steam for 4 minutes so that the water or the consistency will be like thicker. It is done, eh? It's cooked. So I'll cover it and I'll come back when it is the way that I want it to be. Okay, this is it. This is how I want it to be. I don't want it to be out of water or out of juice. No, because this, if you leave it to get cold, it will get rid of the water. So it's better we leave it here. I have off the light, I have off the light. So let's serve it. This one is my busy body. I will use this one and keep myself busy. Alright. This one is enough because I didn't cut it small. I just cut it big. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time and support. Thank you so much. Please, if you have not subscribed, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to All Masters. Thank you so much. And I said I wanted one. This one is too big. Let's look for small one. Yeah, I don't eat too much. I eat just small. Okay. Let's take this. Just small. And if you are in Spain, you should know you cannot eat this food without pan. This is it. Let's organize it. So after this food, if I finish it, I'm not sure I'm going to take anything for dinner. You see, because after eating it, you will be drinking water all the while. You see, that is it. We have finished for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.